Welcome back to Gold is Where You Find It, and it's time for another hour of raw, unedited gold prospecting footage. And today I'm in South Carolina, trying to get some South Carolina gold, and I've already been here for an hour, and that's yesterday's video, so go ahead and check that out. Let me show you what kind of gold I got in an hour here in South Carolina. I mean, it's not the best, but it is not the worst. It's supposed to be a gold-bearing area, but I'm clearly getting some kind of gold. So, where are we at here? There we go. Alright. Let's zoom back out and then zoom in. We'll focus a little bit better. So, I mean, definitely not the best in the world, but it's only been an hour and I didn't clean it up real great. So, I mean, it is what it is, but we're going to keep on going because we are scraping the top of some granitic nice bedrock. It's got quartz veins in it. So see, there's a quartz vein in the bedrock right there. And the bedrock is super decomposed. And so I've been cleaning it off, and I found a little depression in the bedrock over here. And you can see it's an inside bend, and there's a tree that's fell. So all of the things you look for typically in gold prospecting seem to be here, except for big rocks. Usually they say big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. And we really don't have a lot of big rocks. But let me go ahead and see. Get my snuffer bottle out of here. Go ahead and snuffer this up. And start feeding the box some more. So, here we go. Definitely floating. Let's see if I can squeeze some more out of there. And then I'm just going to put the rest of these cons straight through the box instead of holding on to them. Otherwise they'll have a ton of cons. And we got a few more little specks popping out up there. Let's snuffer those up too. Alright, and let's go ahead and put this black sand right down the sluice. That way I don't have to haul a whole bunch of cons back up the hill when I'm done for the day. So let's see how it's cleaning out here. Should be perfect. It was perfect earlier, so it should be pretty darn good now as well. Actually saw some visible gold stuck to the box a little bit earlier. So that's looking pretty good. It's cleaning out just right, just right. And I did some test pans earlier and had, 5-6 colors per pan. So I'm sure once I clean up the cons more carefully and slowly at home, will be more than what you just saw. But man, this right here, so you can see that's bedrock, and this is bedrock right here. See that white orange material right there? That's bedrock. So we're on the surface of the bedrock, and we're just going to keep feeding that material right there into the box. We're going to do that for an hour, and then we're going to do another cleanup and see what we got. And we don't need to classify or anything like that because the sand is really easy to wash out and our box is working great. So this material has a lot of black sand in it. Look at that. Lots of black sand in this material. Make sure I put my snuffer bottle in a safe place, which I did not. Do not do that with your snuffer bottle. Leave it right on the bank where it can float away. It's not the best plan. All right. believe it or not, mosquitoes are still out here, October, and I'm getting ate up. But we're gonna soldier through it. I didn't bring bug spray down here because I just figured it wasn't that time of the year anymore, but I was wrong. So I'm getting ate up. Just gonna see how much of this bedrock we can clean off. Sand is not normally what you look for, but the conditions are right where I feel like sand is gonna be okay for us. Because of how much coarse black sand's in it. Lots of coarse black sand. Lots of coarse black sand here. Perfect. And that's what we're going to do for the rest of the hour. We're just going to keep feeding it. Keep feeding it. Give you a little commentary as I go. Just try to follow the surface of that bedrock into the lower areas. There was a major flood quite recently. Hurricane Helene came through here, South Carolina, and really did some damage. My buddy's got like 6 giant trees in his backyard that have fallen down. And there was a lot of water moving through this stream right here. Alright. Oh, don't be getting big rocks stuck. We don't want that. No big rocks stuck in the riffles, since we're not classifying. And I mean, I got gold right here on this surface as well. I mean, so I could even be working this. This is kind of a little mini depression right here. But I honestly think all this sand has some gold in it. All of it. All of it. By the end of the day, we should have a nice little line. Tons of coarse black sand. Washing out of the box. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this little low area as well. Super easy digging. And the sluice is functioning quite nicely. Let's go ahead and... You can see all those rocks there in that riffle just roiling around, agitating. That's what allows the gold to sink. As a matter of fact, do I see a piece of gold? Right there. Possibly so. But I don't want to waste too much time here looking for micro specks in the box. Let's just run as much as we can. Alright. Finding the low areas. So I don't know if that quartz vein that you see right there is gold bearing or not. But there's a gold bearing vein here somewhere. Because we're getting some gold. That's for sure. There we go. All right. Get everything off the top of that bedrock. Alright. So, and there's bedrock here as well. You see right by my backpack there. But I'm really liking this depression. There's just a little bit of overburden on top of it. I don't want to run too much material. It's on top of the bedrock. I want to run as close to the bedrock as I can. And here I'm just getting scoops of a lot of material. Let that clear out for a second. Lots of black sand there as well. South Carolina gold. All right. Let's see here. So we got the surface of the bedrock here. Sand, running sand. Totally counterintuitive. Mosquitoes will light me up. Light me up. Let's see. I mean, that's kind of a low spot on the bedrock. Right there as well. Yeah, that's solid bedrock. Right there, it's kind of already clean. All right. Definitely don't need a classifier running this material. Okay. Yeah, and this, I just like how this bedrock here dips down in some different areas. I mean, this is all flood gold. All right. Let's look at this here. Let's keep going this way. All right. Oh yeah. That red color. Sweet. Now we're just gonna dig for an hour, y'all. Just gonna keep following this bedrock. See what happens. See what happens. All right. Okay. Flood gold. Flood gold on bedrock. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I do like this right here. It is a low spot. Oh yeah, getting that bedrock nice and clean. You see that? Let's see. See that bedrock right in there? Bare bedrock. That's what we're after. That's what we're after. Alright. Da-da-da. Bare bedrock. There you go. Cleaning out great. We'll zoom in on the box a little bit here in a second so you can see the riffle action. All right. Let's go in for a zoom here. Oh, that was quite a zoom. There you go. 5x zoom on the S24 Ultra. Looking good. All right, let me get another scoop. I'll be right back. Good. All right, let's go back down and take a look at the bedrock that we're cleaning. Okay, so see, we kind of have, I don't know if you can really tell the angle here, but definitely a low spot that we are going to clean off. I'm going to clean it off until there's nothing left. Alright, it's looking good. Although, is it going really far off to one side? I don't think so. I think I just kind of put it all on one side. Yeah, it's still going down the middle at the end there. So, that quartz vein is really cool. Broken up quartz right there. Right on top of the bedrock. I mean, it's almost like a crevice, actually. Sure enough, that quartz vein is breaking apart. I don't see any bugs in that vein. It looks pretty plain. Don't really see much iron in it either. I think I'm seeing some very tiny gold stuck on this riffle here. Let's see. thought I saw a little piece. Could be wrong. Let's just take a look here. Not really sure. Not really sure. All right. Maybe I should do a test pan, but I'm not. I'm just gonna keep digging. Just gonna keep digging for now. Maybe I'll do a test pan at the end. Sounds like a plan. All right, so we'll see how much gold we have at the end, and then we'll do a test pan from on top of this bedrock. Because all this is broken up bedrock. This quote unquote sand is just broken up bedrock. Broken up bedrock and broken up quartz. There's the quartz. Tons of little tiny pieces of clear quartz. Okay. I did a couple test pans before I started. Well, I did one before I started and another one right after I started, the first hour. Yeah. And we'll do some test pans after we're done here. All right. I don't know. I don't want to move too much overburden. Really don't. Look how beautiful this bedrock is on this side. I mean, the swirls. It's granitic gneiss. That's what that is. Do I want to keep going that way? I mean, it's an inside bend. It is. So and I am scraping bedrock, so it's just a totally different type of material than what I typically run. Completely different. I really don't see any places in this creek with big cobble. I mean, I walked up and down a ways. Didn't really see big cobble. But I found this exposed bedrock, did a test pan, and there wasn't nothing. There wasn't nothing. All right. Okay. Now it's still sloping that direction toward the center of the creek. All right. See how much black sand pops up out of there? Quite a bit. Coarse black sand. Gotta be some gold in that, right? Gotta be some gold in that. I mean, I'm thinking like the middle of the stream bed on the bedrock would be pretty good. Oh yeah. It definitely dips down right there. That's because the stream is eroding it pretty quickly. That bedrock is decomposing pretty quickly. Alright. Now let's just keep going and see if we can find the lowest spot, which is obviously going to be in the middle of the stream. Okay, I'm on the bedrock here. On the bedrock, on an inside bend, running sand. Normally I would tell you to stay away from sand and look for compacted stream bed. What? I don't know. That's just not what we have here. I try not to overfeed it with all this sand. I don't want the ripples to get clogged up so gold can't settle out. Yeah, we're going to need to do some testing to see if we're on it or not. I don't know. I'm not liking the direction I'm going here. I'm straying away from where I did my test pans. Lots of chunky iron. I want you guys to see how chunky this iron is. See if I can move you over here. Down a little bit. Alright, you should be able to see how chunky this iron is. So that the last stuff to go down is iron. So right there, that's all iron. And it's all looking pretty chunky to me. and it's clearly in the bedrock. Okay, I just broke up bedrock and it's got iron in it. That to me means the gold might be in the bedrock too. The bedrock is full of iron. See that? Okay. Look at that. Heavy, heavy, heavy bedrock. Nice. Quite interesting if you ask me. Okay. Where are we at here? 36 minutes in. We got time to dig. Less jaw jacking and more digging. Let's see. I mean, I got good test pans right there. I don't know. There's just too much sand right there for my liking, unless that's where it's got gold in it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to make progress fully cleaning that off. And there's not very much on top of bedrock right here. So let's just, even though we're not at the highest spot, I'm still feeling like getting the last little bit of material on top of bedrock might be the way to go. Instead of running a foot of material that's sitting on it. Right at the very top. Although there's not as much black sand in this. I don't know. I like the quote unquote overburden because it's got very, very coarse black sand in it, which I think is directly in the bedrock itself. So let's just stick with that. I'm just interested to see what it looks like at the end. I mean, definitely not known as a gold bearing area. There's been zero commercial gold mining in this particular area. And let's see. Okay, there's not as much black sand in that. Okay. All right. I gotta stay towards the end, underneath that tree. Yeah, there's black sand, but not as much. Not as much. Okay. Well, let's try to get the scoops with the most chunky black sand in it. That'll be our indicator. Where's the most chunky black sand? Huh. And then I just break my rule of what I just said. All right, on bedrock. Right up under the tree on bedrock. I don't know if that tree was already down before the flood or if that flood brought it down. Not 100% sure. Zoom in a little bit. There you go. Oh, I'll go up just a little bit. There you go. Let's see. Okay. Not as much black sand. Not as much. Huh. Yeah, there's some. There you go. There's a decent amount in there. Oh man. I'm gonna have to scoop out some of these tailings right here and get back over to my, where I can see the zoom button. Okay. Tailings are adding up. There we go. Get some of them tailings out of the way. Let's see. I mean, I think this was, let's try this. It's a super red layer here. I mean, that material is very red. All right. Let's see how much black sand we have now. A lot more. A lot more. Yeah, the bedrock itself is what's holding the black sand. That's crazy. All right, let's try this. Okay. There's a search for the bedrock. All right, let's try this. And we'll zoom into the box in a second, see if we see any micros. Interesting. Where are those scoops? I need to pay attention to the scoops that have the most chunky black sand. And I was on it earlier, and now I'm not so much. Now I'm not so much. Let it flush out for a second. I'm going for a look. We've only got 17 minutes left to dig. Oh, there's a piece of gold stuck right there. I thought. All right. Where was it? Right there on the top of the riffle. Yeah, right there. I like how it just sticks. It just sticks to the riffle. That's little, but it's there. It's there. So we're not getting skunked. Definitely not getting skunked this hour. But it's definitely low-grade ground. That's a fact. Let's see. Got a feeling on the chunky black sand here. Got a feeling we might have a lot in this scoop. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we got some. We got some. Yep. Yep, we got to go up under the tree. Yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. It's up under the tree. Yeah, there it is. All right. Up under the tree. It just feels like there's a lot of material on top of the solid bedrock. But that tree in the inside bend makes it look right to me. Just, I don't know. Work in a low grade area because it's fun. To me, it's not all about, hey, how much gold can you get? Let's get an ounce or anything like that. I'm just hanging out in the creek. If I see some little pieces of yellow metal, I'm happy. It's about trying to find the best area for the ground that you're on. So if you're not on good ground, you can still have fun by prospecting to find the best ground. Oh yeah. Let's see. Black sand concentration, kind of high. It's a decent concentration of black sand there. And we're just going to keep doing that. Well, we'll find out here in a little bit how this is looking. See, that's bedrock, solid bedrock. And then it dips way down right here. But take a look at what this material looks like when we zoom into it. Full of quartz and black specks. So, oops. All right. Let's see. Oh, too far. How's that? All right. Don't know. We're going to find out here shortly, though. But this riffle right here is loaded with chunks of black sand. Loaded. And that scoop right there has got a lot of chunky black sand in it, too. So, all right. Let's see. Watch what comes off the end of the box and see how much of it is black. The last little bit that washes down. Okay. All right. It's not the blackest scoop we've had. Where was the blackest scoop that we've had? I don't know, y'all. All right, let's just try right here. Right along this edge. Okay, let's find the solid bedrock. Okay, now we're scraping it. Okay. That scrape just came off of the solid bedrock. Well, it's not that solid. but it's decomposed. Oh, I definitely see a little speck there. I think that's got more black sand in it. It sure does. Okay. Yeah, way more. Way more. Way more. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think that's where we're going to take our test pan from at the beginning of the next hour, is right on the tip of this inside bend, right on top of that bedrock. Oh yeah. This scoop ought to have a lot. Ought to have a lot. Yeah, quite a bit. All right. Yeah, there you go. At the end there. There's black sand in there. What do you think, guys? 3 more scoops? 3 more scoops. And I'm going to take it. Oh, that's clay. That's a solid piece of clay. Crazy. Oh yeah, we're definitely on that bedrock. Definitely on it. And fair amount. Fair amount. Oh, I don't like that. Get out of my box. Mr. Leaf, you're gone, buddy. You're gone. We don't want you. Got to stay out of our box. Okay, so this is solid bedrock right here. Well, it's not necessarily solid. It's falling apart. All right. Okay, one more scoop and cleanup time. So we're not even getting a full hour of digging in for every video. It's all right though. Okay. All right. So solid bedrock here. For the heck of it, let's take this material right here for our last scoop, and let's just see how much black sand is in the quote-unquote overburden. a foot or so of material on top of bedrock. Not much. But you don't know until you know. I mean, it's in there. Okay, that's going to do it. It's time for a cleanup. Time for a cleanup. Let's go. Let's back out to here so you can see the whole thing. We got a 4-foot gold hog sluice box today. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna have to rinse that out. But let me handle this mat situation. Not doing a very good job here. All right. Okay. Now let's take this down here and pan it out. In our little calmer pool of water. All right. Okay, there we go. Now some of it made it in here. Okay. Hopefully there's a little something in here. Whatever's in here, we'll add it to the snuffer bottle and show you what we've got for 2 hours. And I may do a test pan. Do a test pan from underneath that tree and just see. Almost there. All right, let's take a look. That's probably good enough. Let's take a look and see what we got. We're an hour and 4 minutes in. Oh yeah, I think this is at least as good as the last hour, if not a little better. It's definitely not Dahlonega quality material. There you go. But we're definitely getting some gold. You go ahead and snuffer that. My snuffer is somewhere all the way over there. Do one more little pass to make sure I got all of it. Then we'll do a snuffer dump. It's not going to be fantastic, but it's 2 hours of South Carolina gold. Gold is gold, y'all. Gold is gold. So let me put this in the catch pan and let's do a 2 hour snuffer dump from South Carolina, Anderson County. All right. It's not going to be crazy impressive, but it's going to be gold. All right, let's shake it down and tap it up. Kill mosquitoes that are eating me. Hey, it's definitely not the best best I've ever had, but it's adding up slowly but surely. I'd say we got twice as much as we had before, which makes sense because we're working the same area. Let's zoom in on that so you can see. And once again, we're not spending our time cleaning up all the gold when we're out at the creek. We're gonna keep on digging. All right, there it is. Some South Carolina gold, Anderson County. It's yellow, it's shiny, it's metal. It's not nothing. Yeah, there's a chunky-ish piece, but it's really small regardless. Really small. We're not getting, definitely not getting weight. But I'm having fun gold prospecting. Hopefully y'all are having fun hanging out with me. Should we go ahead and do a test pan? I think so. I think so. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to save onto this. And try to get every speck out of it that we can. Alright. And let's go down here. This episode's going to go a little bit over, but I really feel like we got to find out if under this tree in this overburden is it, or if we need to go all the way under that tree. I feel like gold's dropping out here during that flood. It's got to be, right? So stay on top of the bedrock, which is right here. Scoop down. And one more. Definitely on the bedrock. Okay. Let's take this pan full of sand down here and pan it out. Whew. And that's basically all sand too. You know what, where's my snuffer? Snuffer's here. I'm gonna go ahead and snuffer this up before I lose it. I worked hard for this tiny amount of gold, so I'm gonna save it. South Carolina gold. So whoever ends up getting the South Carolina pay dirt, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this South Carolina gold in it. It's not gonna weigh much, but still you'll be able to say you got South Carolina gold. All right. Where's mine? Okay, there we go. Let's see how much black sand's in here. So there's black sand in the bottom of the pan for sure. Okay, now we're down to almost all black sand. So I'm going to take it, transfer it to the finishing pan so I can concentrate it into a smaller area so we have a better chance of seeing the gold. If there is any. If we get skunked, we're not going to dig there anymore. I don't know what we're going to do the next hour. Okay, so that's good. Is there any gold in this test pan? Let's find out. We're 14 minutes over. I'm okay with that. Got to do a test pan. Okay, there's multiple colors, but nothing to be impressed about. But let's go take a look over here, zoom in. There's multiple very small colors. Very small colors. So if you guys are looking to see the snuffer dump, you're gonna have to rewind a little bit, because we already did that. Some people fast forward to the snuffer dump. That's not gonna work this time, because this is just a test pan. Let's see. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. It's small. But woo. That's more colors than I thought. That's like 10. 10 really tiny colors. But we're talking about super tiny colors. Let's zoom in. That's a test pan. If you want to see the snuffer dump, you're going to have to rewind. But that's our test pan. Cool. All right. Hey, I'm still having fun. We're not getting rich by any means, but this is a hobby. So if you're looking to make money gold prospecting, you better get some heavy machinery and have a claim out west. Because playing around here in the creeks in South Carolina, you're not going to get rich, but you're going to have fun. And listen to that sound. That's a healing sound right there. I'll tell you what, it's quite relaxing to be out here doing hard work for fun. But anyway, if you could please smash the like button and share the video and leave a comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. And also, if you could consider becoming a member, because members get members only content, and I do members only giveaways every single month. So I appreciate if you would check that out, as well as my merch store, goldiswhereyoufind.com. Everything you get there supports the channel. I appreciate you watching. And if you smash the bell notification icon, I'll see you tomorrow.